What up, y'all? It's Shocka Hustlemane. I'm right here in Carter County, Tennessee, East Tennessee. We're going to do a little interview with country rap news.
All right, so for the people just now getting introduced to Shocka Hustlemane, who are you beyond the music? Are you a family man? You got kids? Tell me about you as a person.
So, yeah, I guess I am a family man. I do got kids. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I try to keep family separate from the music, but it's crazy because part of the reason I've always chased this dream so much is trying to take care of my family. Y'all know me and Annabelle is about to get married. I'm just trying to do things, trying to represent for the kids in the area. So yes, I am a family man. Before I went to Adam Calhoun's house for the first time and seen him with his family, had his kids in the studio, my rap dream was different. But after seeing that, it made me realize that yes, family is important in this, and as a man and as a rapper, as a leader of the people. So yeah.
Your sound feels different from a lot of artists in this lane. How would you describe what makes your style uniquely yours?
Honestly, it's just a style that I've developed over the years. I've just always made music. Part of what really inspired my sound is working with my producer that lives down the road, Trivy. He's always had that kind of electronic, crazy sound, and just the artist that inspired me. But really, it's just been finding my music and my sound has just been a matter of finding myself as a person, because the more I learn about myself, it's like when I get on these songs, I just keep it real. Like I just try to exert myself onto the song and use that to represent people. So all the craziness on the songs, the content of my song, the trucks, the mud bogging and all that stuff, everything, it's just what makes my sound. It's who I am.
What usually sparks a song for you first? The beat, the emotion, a real life moment, or something random?
I mean, all my songs are different. Sometimes it'll start out something as simple as a freestyle, working on the truck and just get a melody in my head and start goofing off, and then write it down, or I take voice memos out and say it, and then I keep that melody in my head, and we'll go back in the studio and lay the beat out and make the beat, and I'll get on it and just start finishing the songs after we've customized the beat to the melody I had in my head. Sometimes it's like that, and sometimes somebody sends me a beat and I just hear it and just feel it. And it's like when I feel it, I make songs many different ways.
What keeps you motivated to keep creating through both the highs and the lows that come with being an artist and just dealing with life, man?
One of the hardest parts about doing this is dealing with life. And I told my lawyer the other day and stuff, after everything I've accomplished, like it would have been too easy. The blessings I've received, the things I've been able to do, it would have been too easy if life wasn't kicking me in the ass around every corner. So that's really the only reason I'm not doing more. But it would, like I said, it'd be too easy. It's not really my hobby. It's just who I am. Like being an artist, making this music, that's how I express myself. That's who I am.
I got a question. I got to ask you about that comment you made.
What comment?
Yeah, that Upchurch comment. What made you feel strongly enough to say that publicly and speak up for independent artists who don't always have the same reach or voice online?
I mean, I'm not scared to say how I feel, and I feel like that's my duty to say how I feel and represent people who don't have a voice, because I have one thing that nobody can take from me. Everything you see of me on the internet, of the music, of the songs and everything, that's me. That's who I am. And I'm not doing like some of these guys. I'm not trying to be an image. I'm not trying to put on a clone. I'm just expressing myself. And when it comes to standing up to the tallest guy in the room, he can beat me down all he wants, but at the end of the day, nobody on this earth can take away who I am, because I know who I am, and that's what I'm trying to do. So really, I think that's it right there. I think it's my duty to stand up for the people that don't have a voice. I'm an underdog, and I got something they don't have, and that's what makes me rich.
And staying on that for a second, we talked on the phone about Ryan Upchurch going at it at smaller artists like Florida Dolph, and you said how messed up that was. What about that situation rubbed you wrong?
What? I try to stay away from the Upchurch stuff until I need to, but this is one of the things I guess I need to speak on. The thing that rubbed me wrong the most about that is how he thinks just because somebody's not as powerful as him, how he can use his fan base to kind of discredit them and shoot them down. And the thing about shooting down Florida Dolph is Dolph's like me. You can't take away who he is. And I know Dolph personally. He's a concrete worker in the Florida sun. And I'd like to see Upchurch sling concrete in the Florida sun. It's just, there's a lot of people out here, a lot of the fans doing blue collar work, really putting in them hours, really putting in that hustle. And Dolph's one of them people. And you can talk shit about him all you want, and you can like his music or not like his music and get on the internet talking shit or whatever. But one thing you can't change about him, just like myself, is we're blue collar good old boys, and that's who Ryan's trying to be. You're a studio gangster, bro. We're really gangsters. That's what our hands are made of. I got calluses all over my hands right now. So, I mean, you can't take that away.
Well, enough about that. When we talked on the phone to set this up, I was telling you a little bit about how I got started in this industry, and I told you about how I used to work for Katie Noel. And you had a lot of great things to say about her. When you went over to her place and got to hang out with her and her wife and Kiever and everyone there, what stood out to you most about who she is as a person?
I mean, really what stood out to me most is Katie, her wife, and Kiever. They're good people. Another thing that stayed out to me the most is how good her biscuits and gravy is. But I'm going to put that to the side. The biggest thing is that I like about Katie and them is everybody in country rap is portraying, not everybody, but a lot of people in country rap are portraying themselves as something they're not to fit in. They feel like they have to rap about mud and trucks or this and that. But the basis of hip hop, whether it's country rap or gangster rap or anything, the basis of hip hop is keeping it real and expressing yourself. And one thing I love about Katie is Katie's one of the, people talk shit on her all they want, but Katie's one of the only people in country rap and a few others that's really gritty, getting down with the trucks, that's riding horseback, that's tearing the trucks apart, building Fords, building Chevys, building Dodges, and tearing I mean, Katie ripped the freaking axle out from under her Jeep Cherokee in the woods. Like, I talk to Katie all the time. A couple weeks ago, Katie sent me a video of her high center and her freaking Ford Ranger on a tree stump in the woods at 3 a.m. and she gets stuck, had to walk out of the woods. I mean, that's as real as it gets. Like, that's real redneck shit. And I've said it before, like, people throw that term redneck around like it's like it don't have no weight behind it. But when I was growing up, if you was a redneck, you had to earn those stripes. That's something you had to earn. And so many people now are calling themselves redneck, but they don't have them stripes on their back that say, hey, this is what makes me that name. It's a title you have to earn. And Katie has 100% lived and earned that title. And anybody who knows her knows the same. So it's nothing but respect to all of them. Kiever's the same way, nothing but respect to them. Good folks.
What was that whole experience like, being in that environment and seeing how they live, create, and move behind the scenes?
I mean, it's the same as most artists you meet in this game. Like, back when I was just a fan, when I wasn't in the game myself, like, it's easy for people to see these people on the internet and the TV screens and hear the music going down the road and stuff and think there's some sort of superheroes or superhumans but these people are just normal people, just like me and you. Like, they're just normal people, and fame don't mean nothing. Like, when I was in high school, everybody knew me. Like, it's the same way out here in the world. If everybody knows you, like, you're still a person, and you just know more people. Like, literally, it's not currency. It don't make you rich. Fame don't make you rich. Family and tradition and knowing your self-worth and your relationship with God is what makes you rich. So, I mean, famous people are just like me and you.
Did being around that circle in person change your perception of anybody in the genre?
Not really. I mean, I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I guess it can, because being around Katie, it makes me want to take up for her when people talk down on her because she's a good woman. She's a good human. Somebody wants to talk down on Katie, they're going to have to do it to me, because somebody does that around me, I'll shut them down real quick. And if I'm with Katie and somebody bothers her, I'm going to take up for her just like I would any other of my friends.
What does your recording process actually look like from the first idea to the finished song?
Well, like I said earlier, it really depends. A lot of times, to paint the picture for you, some of my biggest songs, it was me and Trevi, my producer. Sometimes I'd tell him I had an idea. Sometimes I'd have a little harmony or something, or a little melody in my head. I'd be like, and I'd hum it to him and tell him what instruments I'm hearing, what key. Honestly, we'll get in the studio. I'll tell the producer, whether it's Trevi, whether it's any producer, I'll tell him what tempo I'm feeling. I'll be like, man, I'm feeling like put that on 160, put that on 140. And I'll be like, let's make something in, like, I'm feeling like something minor or major. Like, I'll tell them a key that I have an idea in, like F sharp or something. And a lot of rappers don't realize that your voice goes with the key of the beat. Like, if you hear it, somebody sings you a beat and you can't really find your flow on it, a lot of times it's because it's not your key. But I'll just tell them that, and I'll tell them how I'm feeling and what kind of instruments I'm wanting to hear. And I'll tell the producer, I'll be like, put a snare right here, okay? Then put a hi-hat, make it hit on the 16th. Like when I made Redneck Legend, I freestyled that whole song. A lot of my songs I freestyle. I was like, I just get on the mic, tires big as hell, truck sitting and like, okay, punch me out. And then I'll punch back in. Or sometimes I'll just sit and write. Dude, I'll record every way. Sometimes I'll freestyle songs one bar at a time. We call it punching in. I learned that in Detroit.
How much of your real life finds its way into your music?
I mean, I think it's obvious that every bit of it, because I rap about everything I do. You never hear me cap rapping. You'll never hear me rap about something that's not what I do. I mean, the trucks, they're representing East Tennessee, Southern Appalachia, and all that stuff. I mean, that's what I do. It's my real life, and it's not only my real life, it's other people's real lives. Like, if I feel like I can relate to a fan or a listener and I need to speak for them, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be their voice. And so that they have something that they can pull up to the auto store, pull up to Walmart, bumping me if they feel like that expresses how they feel. Like, that's the whole point of music. That's why everybody listens to what they like.
How do you deal with the backlash, criticism, or people misunderstanding who you are online?
Well, it really depends. I mean, I really don't care about it because, like I said, I know who I am. But a lot of times I've realized, like, the haters that are criticizing you and stuff, it's a them problem. It's not a you problem. It's them. And a lot of times they just need somebody to talk to. And I've had so many haters message me and say stupid shit or comment stupid shit on my post or say they don't like this or I look stupid doing this or whatever and just saying negative things. And I reply, and I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. Like, what you said right there was hilarious. I guarantee, like, probably 95% of haters that I've replied to and was not, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck this, back. And I was just like, dude, come on, really? Like, you really gonna do me like that? Like, they was like, okay, you're right. You ain't so bad, bro. I actually liked this song and how you did this. So a lot of times the haters just, it's a them problem. They just need you to shine some light on them. And really, I feel like that's what Jesus wants us to do.
On the other side of that, what's been the biggest blessing that's come from being such a visible personality on social media?
And the biggest blessing that has come with my position on social media and with the music and the music videos and stuff is just being able to represent my people and, most importantly, represent the youth and be a good example to them and show them that rap music's cool, first of all. Second of all, show them that you can be a badass and appreciate God and life and family, and that's cool. And really being a stand-up guy and trying to be a young man and do what you do and do what you love and not falling into drugs and not getting into bullshit and not chasing after the stuff that all these other rappers on the radio talking about. That's the biggest blessing there is just inspiring the youth.
You've collaborated with Adam Calhoun. What was it like working with him, and did anything about that experience stand out to you?
Working with Adam, I mean, bruh, he's a cool dude. He's a stand-up guy. I tell people he ain't from where we're from, around here in East Tennessee and Southern Appalachia. He's not from the hollers. He's not from the countryside, but he's from a small town, and he's a patriotic, blue-collar, freedom-loving American, just like we are. He ain't from the same place, but he has the same ideology, and he's a good dude. I can trust him. He's helped me out when I couldn't call nobody else. I've missed flights and freaking been stuck at the airport without funds, and I can call Adam, and Adam helped me get to where I need to be. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a stand-up guy. He might not always say the things people want to hear, but one thing he's going to say is what's on his mind. So you ain't got to, when he tells you something, you ain't got to second guess that it's some bullshit, because you know whether you like it or not, he's going to speak that shit to you. And I got mad respect for Adam and him bringing me along and appreciating what I do. But I think a part of the reason Adam radiated to me is because he sees me as the same type of guy. Like, I ain't going to bullshit you. And Adam knows I'm about what I'm rapping about. That's why when we first met was because I dropped King of the Trail. It popped up in his YouTube feed. And he said, who is this kid in Tennessee? I want to check him out. And we ended up hanging out, and our personalities got along. And he's like an uncle to me or something. He's took me in a lot of clubs. We've thrown racks together. We've been across the country doing stuff together, been in music videos together, been in the studio together, and he's shown me nothing but love and respect. So I got nothing but love and respect for Mr. Adam Calhoun, friend of mine.
As one of the newer artists helping push this lane forward, what's your honest opinion on where country rap is headed right now?
I like how it's going more individual and independent, because in the past it seemed like there's only been 3 or 4 mega monopolies controlling the whole genre. But one thing I don't understand about country rap is, I mean, I guess I understand it, but there's a lot of dudes, specifically white dudes in country rap, that claim to be country rappers when they're just rapping in the genre because it's the only genre that they could fit into and be accepted into, which is great. I mean, but I think one thing that needs to be brought back to country rap is the redneck shit, the gritty shit, putting on for the South, putting on for blue-collar Americans, and not letting these fake motherfuckers come in that are just trying to look the part and do the boot scooting boogie and wear their cowboy hat and shit. That shit needs to be stomped on. And if a motherfucker's caught messaging little kids or any of that stuff in country rap, we need to keep country values and redneck values and step on that shit right at the time. We don't need to be changing the rules. Country rap don't need to be separate from country and redneck culture. This needs to be a direct representative and direct reflection of what our values and traditions are, where we're at. So, but I love how it's going independent, and I love how there's so many people popping up and everybody has a voice. I think that's a great thing. I just don't want nobody coming in this shit acting like they're some boot scoot boogie redneck because they didn't fit in the normal rap lane. Keep it real. That's just what I got to say about that.
Do you think the genre is evolving in the right direction, or has it lost something along the way?
I think the genre is evolving in a good direction, but before it's in the quote-unquote right direction, I think it's going to take somebody to step in and really lay some laws down. And here this year, I'm going to try to do a little bit of that myself, but there's a lot of stuff that gets overlooked, a lot of bullshit, and it's been going on in country rap and the drama and the pussy shit and dudes acting like women and dudes acting like hoes and just not standing up for what's right and not standing up for what they believe in and being fake. And I don't like that shit in country rap. I think we need some strong men or women to really set the best example for the children and not be on the internet bickering back and forth, snitching and posting videos of each other and be like, well, that's hoe shit. And that's the shit I don't like about country rap, is there's so many hoes. But there's a lot of good men too that'll stand on business. And I think country rap needs to be badass. We need to make it badass outlaw shit, not none of that fake shit.
What do you want people to understand about Shocka Hustlemane that they might be missing right now?
I'm just a person too. I'm just a normal person. I got my own struggles too. I'm trying to be the voice of the people, but I'm just a person just like you. And I just want y'all to know that I'm trying my best. I got a lot of problems going on in life. I'm trying my best to be a father. I'm trying my best to be a husband now. I'm trying my best to be a hard worker. I'm trying my best to take care of my family. And all this mumbo jumbo, I'm trying my best to make it good in court. I'm trying to make a good impression on a judge. I'm trying to represent my town. I'm trying to represent the people who's never been to a town like mine that want to experience it. And if you radiate towards me, it's because I'm just like you. And I don't ever want y'all to think that you can't come take a picture with me because I've got 1 million views on Facebook or something. I'm just a normal person, and I'm blessed to be doing what I'm doing. I'm blessed to have this opportunity and to represent y'all and have a voice, and just talk to me like I'm normal, man. Because that's really what I want people to know, is I'm just a dumbass redneck just like most of us, so.
What's next for you musically, and what kind of statement are you trying to make with what's coming?
Okay, next musically, I'm trying to crank it up a notch. I'm no longer this little kid. I mean, I'm a young man, but I'm no longer a little kid. I'm trying to really do what the people need now, because the people need me. I see so many other people getting all these views that are misrepresenting the culture and leading us in the wrong direction. I have what it takes to put us in the right direction. I have what it takes to get this engine in the truck, to get this shit built and put the groundhogs on it and get us out there in the woods and make them young boys like, yeah, Shocka. I got what it takes, and that's my next move right now, is I'm getting everything figured out. That truck's about to be running. The truck down at Benfield's shop is about to be running. We just got the Jeep running. I'm about to put my green truck back together, and I just want people to know that I have what it takes, and I'm about to show y'all that I have what it takes. But yeah, y'all, much love, much appreciation to all my fans, all my supporters. Much appreciation to everybody who's bought merch. I got hundreds of merch orders since I started doing this. I remember the first night I released the Shocka shades, I made like $800 selling them. Much love to all y'all who support me, who's out there wearing my shirts, who's wearing the white shirts, getting them dirty. I couldn't do this without y'all. I couldn't do this without the people commenting. I see the same names in the comment section since day one, since the Tommy G video. I just want to let y'all know I appreciate all y'all so much. I appreciate God and my family so much. And stay tuned, stay believing in me. And if I take a little break because I got stuff going on, don't give up on me, because when I come back, I'm gonna come back better than ever and do my best to represent y'all, to tear these trucks up and leave my mud tracks in the woods. So appreciate country rap news. Shocka Hustlemane out. Much love, y'all.